Welcome to the SST College of Arts and Commerce. This is SST Edupedia. I am Assistant Professor Mohammad Aiman Khan, and today I am going to discuss about citizen journalism. Well, what is citizen journalism? Let's have an introduction of citizen journalism. Citizen journalism refers to the reporting of news, events by member of the public using the internet to spread the information. Citizen journalism can be a simple reporting of facts and news that is largely ignored by large media companies. We can say it is easily spread through personal websites, blog, microblogs or social media and so on. Well, some types of social media, or you can say that some types of citizen journalism also act as a check on the reporting of larger news outlets by providing alternative analysis. Citizen journalisms refer to all forms of public reporting carried out outline. This includes everything from blogs covering a local little league tournament to the online post of citizen in countries. Well, where the national media is government controlled, when an event is too small for larger media to take the notice or the media cannot report the facts without censorship. Citizen journalism may be the only source of information on what is actually occurring behind the media blackout. Since general public has 24/7 access to technology, citizens are often the first on scene for breaking news, getting those stories out more quickly than traditional media reporters. However, unlike personal journalists, citizen journalists may not have conducted the same background research and the source verification, to be honest, which can make these leads less reliable. Generally, the issues which are missed out or overlooked by a journalist's eyes as seemingly minor but are of major concern from local point of view are brought before the attention of the concerned authorities and also to point out to the possible consequences in near future. The broken lead of underground gutter shown here is a major concern if not repaired in time, and the possibility to take a life of pedestrian during night time. If he fails to notice in weak street light or darkness of the night time, it is very dangerous to two-wheelers also. Well, citizen journalism can be classified in two aspects. One is collaborative and another one is independent. First, we talk about the collaborative. Well, citizens are able to contribute content in one form or another form to existing professional news sites. This collaboration can be seen through readers posting their comments alongside stories written by professional reporters, like a 21st century version of a letter to the editor. To prevent obscene or objectionable messages, many websites require readers to register in order to post. Well, readers are also adding their information to articles written by professional journalists. For instance, a reporter may do an article about disparities in gas prices around town. When the story appears online, reader can post information about gas prices in areas not covered in the original story and even offer tips on where to buy cheaper gas. Let's have a quite quick discussion on a independent collaboration, or we can say the independent citizen journalism. Some amateur journalists operate fully independent of traditional news outlets. This can include blogs in which individuals can report on events in their communities or offer commentary on the issues of the day. YouTube channels where citizens give their own news reports and commentaries, and even unofficial print publication due to social media omissions of print form has encouraged this segment. Let's understand the role of visuals in independent journalism. It is actually very important, the role of visuals in journalism. Well, news coming from non-traditional news houses may be treated as unauthorized source and less authentic. There is a point in this thought, since the open to public sources may be misused for rumors or incorrect information. The news verification protocol may not be observed by the general public out of ignorance. The visuals become the evidence of its truth and gains weightage and support as reality or authorized through not official source. The earliest still images of World Trade Center attack were taken by a common man just before second plane was about to hit. The man's 5-year daughter was with him while he clicked few pictures, and when CNN reporters on the spot heard her say Daddy, they are doing in on a purpose, pointing on the sky. They witnessed second plane heading towards South Tower and sensing danger, all of the three ran blindly till they reached the man's house. The earliest pictures taken by that man were earliest evidence of purposeful attack and found place in museum as well as in news, or you can say that museum. In such unpredictable situation, one cannot expect the official news reporter always to be in a right place to witness. The one who is present at the spot is the first eyewitnesses. May he be a media person or not, and become the sources of first-hand information. Even reporters gather information from locals by interviewing them and to make the full story. When one of the local himself write the story with appropriate pictorial evidence or videos, he is performing a role of citizen journalism. Well, as we all know, there is advantages and disadvantages. So let's have understanding of advantages first. Advantages of citizen journalism. Just like any sector, citizen journalism too has its pros and cons. Since the territory belongs to non-professionals, there can be loopholes in fact and scrutiny or the quality of coverage. Let us see in what various ways citizen journalism is advantageous and disadvantageous. Let's talk about the advantages of citizen journalism first. The very first thing is being at the moment. Well, the greatest advantage is that the reporter is present at the time of happening and may be the first to witness it before any media arrives. Capturing the crisis or even the moment it happens is major advantage of citizen journalism. This may be an unplanned event and or as an accident or an outbreak of some revolt suddenly. The professional journalist often reach the spot well after informing and likely to miss the actual event. Next up we have offering multiple vantage points. Okay, so due to more vantage points, citizen journalism gives more accurate account of the story, looking at the issue from every angle. When hundreds of citizens participate in collection and reporting of an event, the fact checking becomes easy and the evidence can be evaluated from different perspectives. Next up we have addressing gaps in mainstream media. Well, the idea behind this form of journalism is that people without professional training are able to use modern technology, like we have modern technology tools nowadays, and the internet to fact check or create media. This entails that anyone who has access to the web can start a blog or can report some events across the digital world. This is significant in a way that it addresses the gaps within mainstream media. Empower local communities. Next up we have that empower local communities. Citizen journalism enables individuals who are previously excluded from the essential information to increasingly participate in disseminating information to better their well-being. This journalistic innovation is said to help improve local economies, sharing substantial information to remote corners of the globe. Within many ordinary people are now able to play a part in telling stories, including their own, or that are usually understated by mainstream media. As it is said that press or journalism is a fourth pillar of democracy, it is expected to be impartial and bi-sided. This means it should not only inform the truth to the citizens, or it should also provide voice to citizens' voice and cross-check government implementation. Okay, next up we have disadvantages of citizen journalism. Let's have a quick to understand what are the disadvantages of citizen journalism. Well, these three are the disadvantages. Like first one is poses difficulties of authenticity, has limited audience and lack of professionalism. Let's understand one by one. Well, poses difficulties of authenticity. It is one big problem with this type of journalism is that it will be difficult for people to decide what to believe. Unlike traditional media, where it is, or we can say it is safe to assume the information disseminated is factual. This means that citizens should be checked and rechecked for the accuracy to produce news that is suitable to print. It is a tendency to trust print media more than digital. And secondly, the press carries its brand tag, and this adds to its authenticity and trustworthiness. This is as far as the media is and should be neutral. As you can see, anyone these days can record and write anything and then present it as fact. So it is important to remember that we are dealing with humans here, and it is our nature to edit information to our own likeness or one's favor, which can make unofficial news unreliable. Next up we have has limited audience. Well, by publishing their work on social media, citizen journalists will have limited audience, such as only to their friends, and while blogging will make their audience a bit greater. It would never be as widespread as international broadcast on radio or television. Basically, citizen journalism just does not have an audience that is large enough to make a real change across the world. The reach is limited to one's followers. Last, lack of professionalism. Since the reporters are coming from all the sectors and untrained in nature, the skeleton of news may not follow the prescribed format which the reader are used to. These pictures taken in phone camera may not have fine resolution for enough clarity, as also may lack in the right composition to highlight the core news value or the center of the story. Today, due to the availability of modern technology and internet, means that citizen journalism is here to stay. Nevertheless, it is seen by many people to help journalism in general for the better. Through it is difficult to ignore that it is also seen a threat to the media and its future. With the advantages and the disadvantages presented, and time will decide that this form of journalism is good for society as whole or not. Okay, just for today. Thank you.